After 2 successive losses to Balmain, the Panthers have made some changes for this sudden death match against Canberra. This is it, do or die for the Panthers. Their lineup reads as follows. Baker, Izzard now on the wing. Bradley, Chris Mortimer back in the side, the experienced one in the centre. Simons, Fittler and Alexander. Vandervoort, Carroll in the second row with Geyer. Walker comes into the front row to join Simmons and Goodwin, and the coach is Ron Billy.
No doubt this Canberra side, though, go in with a lot more confidence than Penrith. They played well in their semi-final last weekend, looking for another big match from their back line. And a hot one it is. Belcher, Wood, Meninga, Daly, Ferguson, O'Sullivan and Stewart. The forwards, Clyde, Coyne, Lance, Lazarus, Walters and Todd. The coach, Tim Sheens.
Mick Stone blows time on, and we're underway on a very warm afternoon at the football stadium as Vandervoort gets first touch of the football, brings it out just outside his quarter. Some pressure for Penrith as Canberra get possession 10 metres inside the Penrith half. And away goes Lazarus. Now Coyne. The penalty has gone to Canberra. It's Penrith inside the 5 metres. Can the Raiders get first points on the board? And Wood's kick is a very good one, right between the posts. So the Raiders go to an early lead over Penrith, 2-0.
Once more, it's the last tackle. Alexander, the bomb, won't go into the in goal. Offside as the ball fell for Fittler. He was on his way for the try line, but the Panthers were offside.
Yes, a good bomb. It was a bomb that on the State Bank replay that looked the goods. The referee has spied some offside play there.
Now there's a dust-up between Bradley and Clyde, who were trading punches as the kick goes down away from Baker. Looks as though it'll stay in the in goal. Ferguson's down there quickly. Great tackle, he lost it! Try! Canberra, unbelievable! Neil Baker has made one of the biggest blunders there is in big-time football. What a tackle from Ferguson! Matthew Wood now looks successful with his first attempt. Another one from out wide, kicks it beautifully, hits the upright. Score remains Canberra 6, Penrith 0.
Here comes Carroll.
They're just running one out at the moment, though. That's the thing that concerns me, and losing the possession, although that must have been stolen from him by the Canberra side. Coyne's got up and, well, Coyne's the main transgressor there. See the left arm over the body? That would have been fiddling around for the ball, and it's come loose.
This is just outside the right-hand upright. Unsuccessful with his first one, but successful with his second, and the Panthers are on the board. So it's Canberra now 6 and Penrith 2.
Desperate tackle from Fittler. Meninga again, quick play of the balls now. Long pass out for Wood. He takes on Izzard. He beats him. He'll score. The Raiders' back line has cut loose again. Try. They're throwing it around. They've got their fans on their feet.
And so they should. That was a beautiful try. A bit of individual work there by Wood, which notes him down as a player of infinite quality. Now watch the pass go out. Izzard comes. He's got him temmed against the sideline, but pulls off a very, very insecure tackle. A tackle that was non-event.
Wood, unsuccessful. The Raiders with a good lead, though, 10-2.
Alexander blindside into the gap. He's got support from Izzard. This is going to be a try. Brett Izzard is going to score, trying to improve his position a little, but the Panthers are back. Put that down to Alexander down that blindside. Always dangerous.
A classic try, a standard try, as we've seen now with the lock forwards having to stay in the scrum. There's Alexander, runs on the blind side. The lock forward having to stay in the scrum is a little bit late coming out. He runs to the fullback and offloads the football to his wing three-quarter, who's unmarked. Now, we've seen a number of these tries scored this year. They're from set scrums when the teams have got to be wide apart, the 5 metres apart, and the lock forward has to stay in. So there it was, a very well organised try. Ron Willie will be beaming over that one because Izzard has scored it without an opponent being anywhere near him, not within a bull's roar of him, were they? A very simple try, as it turned out. He's got the idea and comes round and selectively puts the ball down. That's a good fight back immediately from the Penrith side.
Now Neil Baker on the junction of the quarter line and the 10-metre mark. Hits it wide, has pushed it wide to the right. Can't improve that score. Canberra still lead Penrith now, 10-6.
Now Daly, they try to go the blind side with Clyde and Stewart. About 45 seconds remaining till half-time. Stewart, field goal. He snaps it. 1 point. They didn't worry about the 4 or 6.
State Bank replay shows the very quick reflexes and the very true boot that young Ricky Stewart puts on that with a right foot. That's a point, valuable point at this time.
Just one out stuff. I thought they'd be trying to keep it alive here. The flick pass for Geyer. Vandervoort, here's a chance. Vandervoort struggling, he'll score. Did he get it down or not? Mick Stone says it's a try. He nearly didn't get there.
A magnificent sustained bit of football by the Penrith side, and they've come up with this. Now this has come about because some of the forwards moved the ball. Geyer passed the ball to Vandervoort. Vandervoort falls a little bit short. No suggestion of a double movement in the sense of reaching for the line and advancing his arm. But this is where it stung from Geyer offloading the football. I think they're so used to some of the Penrith forwards running and dying with it that shocked them into reality. Now he doesn't get it down the first time, he gets it down the second time clearly as he's in the in-goal area, rolled over. Vandervoort going strong and hard, short of the line. The big momentum of his carried him over in a rollover situation with Lazarus contesting the ball, and he gets it down there.
Baker, they're in front, Penrith. Great goal. The flags are flying high for the Panthers. They lead 12-11. Sheens is screaming out some instructions from the sideline.
Just move it wide to the left. They've got him outside.
Long pass out. Matthew Wood. Back for Ferguson. Unloads for Lazarus. Stewart. Quick hands for Walters. Can he unload? He can. O'Sullivan's got support. Belcher. Meninga's gone infield. Martin. Inside. Izzard. He'll get in the corner. They've done it again through their back line. Whenever they're in trouble, their backs are bouncing up with a try.
Absolutely superb. I called it in the early part of this, and they moved it quick to the left. They had him. Well, they did too. There was the overlap out there, and the long pass put the player Wood on the outside. He got the pass back inside to Ferguson, who went through a couple of defenders, got it away to Lazarus. Lazarus got it back there to Stewart. Stewart away there to a player I can't identify at the moment, O'Sullivan, and then Martin's down the end of the line.
Look at that angle for Daly. It's coming around for him, but it won't come anywhere near enough. 15-12, just the 3 in this sudden death semi-final.
It is. He really took a crashing there. 5 tackles gone for the Raiders. O'Sullivan, quick hands out for Belcher. Now out for Ferguson. Ferguson down the touchline, still going, comes inside. Oh, Johnny Ferguson, great stuff. Beautiful step from Ferguson. And he'll score underneath the black dot. Oh, that was a lovely step.
A slight doubt about the pass that went to Ferguson. We'll see it from this angle first. It was beautiful quick hands from O'Sullivan. Out there to Belcher. I'm just a little bit doubtful about that pass there. And Ferguson goes on now. He shows a magnificent ability to step. He's been missed there by one player. Steps back on the inside. Scores the try, fairly adjacent, as you'll see, right behind the black dot. And that's a marvellous try. I've been hoping that we would see Ferguson release himself or be able to get into the clear.
Lazarus inside the quarter. Wallace turns it back to his brother, Kevin Wallace, underneath the post. That's it. That's 1989 for Penrith. And that's a preliminary final berth for the Raiders as the cheer girls dance. And why wouldn't they dance?
Very simple try. Steve Walters onto Kevin Walters, and that's the try. That's the action. It has a work rate which really belies his 29 years. Astonishing play.
O'Sullivan adds the extras. Penrith have made the change. Matt Goodwin's been replaced, but look at that scoreline. Canberra 27 and Penrith 12.
Willis again. Gerard. Daly's face tells it all. Little chip from Geyer into the open space. He kicks ahead again. Now Smith gets a toe to it. They're going to score right at the death, Penrith. We've been talking about a chip. Why hasn't it been on right through the match? And when it's not going to be any use to them, they come up with 4 points.
Well, there it was. Geyer, a most unlikely player to do the kick and chase, got the little kick over the top, got the ball, the foot to the ball again, and in the race for the ball, it's Smith that's able to get the ball, and he waited there. I'm glad to see he didn't try to attempt to pick it up in the field of play.
I doubt there's time for a restart of play. And in wasting no time, he puts it right between the posts. There's the siren. Penrith are out of the action. But Canberra, the supporters know they've got a great chance of finding their way to the Winfield Cup Grand Final. They did it. There's some marvellous play in the back line today. Some real stars for the Raiders. They've set up a big win. And a warning to all the other teams. They did it 27-18.
And their tries came this way from Canberra. Daly, Wood, Martin, Ferguson and Walters in the 5 tries. Wood a goal, Stewart a field goal, O'Sullivan 2 goals. For Penrith it was 18 points, scored through Izzard, Van der Voort and Smith. And Baker kicked 3 goals.